Hi everyone,
Hi,
it's Curtis and Juanita here, and we are from.
this is marriage.
And today we are discussing that topic, love. What is love? And that is a fat heart. So this might be a two-part series, but let's dive into this. You have something to read.
Okay, 1 Corinthians 13 is the love chapter in the Bible, and it says, love never gives up. Love cares more for others than for self. Love doesn't want what it doesn't have. Love doesn't strut. Love doesn't have a swelled head. Love doesn't force itself on others. Love isn't always me first. Love doesn't fly off the handle. Love doesn't keep score of the sins of others. Love doesn't revel when others grovel. It takes pleasure in the flowering of truth. It puts up with anything. Trusts God always. Always looks for the best. Never looks back, but keeps going to the end. So looking at this definition of love, the definition that we have straight from God is like, what is our definition of love? What is it based on? And usually our definition of love is based on a scene with a beautiful white room with white sheets, and he wakes up and she wakes up looking flawless. And they kiss with their morning breaths and don't even flinch. And they get up and they have coffee. And they put their pants on. And they put their shoes on without the shower. And they leave. At times he will pick up a bunch of flowers en route to another coffee shop. And then she will go work, he will go work, and they will email and text and telephone call, and then they'll meet again in the evening. Hopefully she has had a shower this time, and he has. And they'll be dressed up for the evening meal, which will end yet again back in the bedroom in the sheets which are still white.
Is that love? Is the question. So these movies, all our social media, the billboards, Instagram, Facebook,
You name it.
just Google, all these websites, everything's telling us what love is. Magazines are showing us what love is, and it just is the total opposite to what I've just read. The total opposite.
Why is it the total opposite to what you've just read?
Well, what they're showing us is just the sunny days of life, and everybody knows that a relationship has natural ups and downs, and the movies or social media doesn't portray that side of it in reality, as a part of a relationship, a natural or marriage.
But it's few and far between, because some films can delve into reality of life.
It's only of late. It's only of late. Actually,
yeah. But usually, especially growing up in the black and white days of TV,
80s, 90s,
70s even. Yeah.
Our days. Yeah.
It was a passionate kiss.
Yeah.
And that was it.
It's just passion and sex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's what was showed as love. So when we try to translate this scripture, 1 Corinthians 13, into our everyday existence, how do you not have a swelled head? How do you not strut? How do you not grovel when someone else... How do you not revel when someone else is groveling for your forgiveness? How do you do that in your home environment? And that's what we wanted to discuss today.
In fact, even as Christians, because the imagery that we see, whether it be on our phone or on the TV or on the billboard, it goes in. And so you are subconsciously defining love. By the time you get to a relationship, whether you get into one at 11 nowadays, 16, 21, 25, whatever age, you have impressions in your head. And you have to be aware that all of them possibly might be completely false. So when we're looking at love, like when we're trying to define love, is your love based on what you've been seeing through media, or is it actually based on what we've just read?
I would say the thing is that what I've viewed in my life, what I've watched, what I've taken in as love, I watched a lot of 90s black movies, do you know what I mean? And what I've taken in as a definition of love could be different to you watching the Sunday matinee at 2 of black and white movies.
Not that I was, but yeah.
Not that you was,
Yeah.
but do you see what I mean? Or James Bond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Live and Let Die. That could be your version of love. Do you know what I mean?
James Bond was like the ultimate player, glorified. This is him just having a short moment of love.
And that could have been what you took in
Yeah.
and perceived as love. So I've come in with my me watching a lot of black 90s romantic movies. And that's my definition of love. Do you
And
know
what did you
That-
get from that?
Well, like you're in a Love Jones situation. You're in a poetry evening and you're just clicking fingers, and you see the poet on the stage and he's the one. Do you know what I mean? And you read books and you go to coffee shops and that's what it is. Or another extreme is that you know, that you are playing basketball, loving basketball. You're playing basketball and you live next door to your neighbour and you're as good as him and you're playing for love.
Did that leave an impression on you?
Yeah, big time.
Go on.
I wanted a basketball player.
I am the worst at basketball, man. That's not my thing.
Yeah, but you're alright though.
But it worked out in it.
Yeah, it worked out in the end. Yeah, for real.
I did other things. What did I do? Anyway, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
So when it comes to love, you've got an instant conflict of what it needs to be and between what you want it to be or what you believe it to be. There's just instant conflict there. One is trying to get the pleasure at the moment or to feel good at the moment, and the other is being completely selfless. It's total opposite.
So how do you love if you've never seen it? If all you've seen is media and the only definition you have is what you've seen as a child growing up, how do you then make a definition of love for yourself? How do you then adapt the definition of 1 Corinthians 13 and bring it into reality?
It's a big challenge. It's a big challenge. Let's say you weren't even exposed to that much media, but your home never really showed any. You're going to find it a challenge. I think so. You can have two parents in the home. It doesn't make a difference. If they don't show each other love, it's almost like having one parent or no parents in a way. Dad hasn't sat you down, or if he's not going to talk to you about love, has he been showing mum love, and has mum been hard towards the man? Do you know what I mean? I mean, if that's all you've seen, you might well just replicate that in your relationship. How do you undo that?
I think the way you have to undo it is to see, first of all, is like there's aspects of it which I purpose not to take with me. So there's some parts where I think, no, I don't define that as love, and I'm not going to take that into my own relationship.
And you know what? When you say that, it sounds easy. It's actually simple, but it's not an easy thing. And the reason why I say that is a process of time. As you learn about who you are, you're going to realize that there's parts of you that are just not the best, and you got that from your family. And so undoing that is a process. It's not something that happens just because you decided, I'm not going to be like my mum or my dad. You can't just do it just like that. You've got to work through that in your relationship even. What I like about 1 Corinthians 13 is that it's actually showing you what you've got to do. It's showing you that it's not about what you can get out of it. It's also showing you how to do it. It's a really good blueprint. It's not about you. And believe me, I can say this through personal experience. It's a growing experience. Number one. Number two, the framework has showed me which way to go, how to do what I'm doing. And like I said, I'm growing in it, and I pray I never stop growing in it. I don't think I'm going to reach that place where I'm just completely emulating 1 Corinthians 13. I'm weak in some areas, you know what I mean?
So 17 years ago, what did love mean to you?
Love to me, when I met you, was, for me, it was just going to be happy days. We were just going to make each other feel good constantly.
How?
Before we got married, that is exactly how. Lots of sex, compliments, fun, jokes. 'Cause that's what it was in the beginning. No matter what the counselling that we had, it was, this is what we're going to be. I'm so looking forward to this. But I didn't realise that I was actually just thinking of what pleasure I was getting out of the relationships. That it was about me. like what I wanted.
Shall I tell you about me?
Is it gonna hurt? Alright, go on then.
17 years ago, I was just thinking fun, sex, laughter, compliments, being treated like a queen.
Snap. And what happened
Like a
after
queen.
that? A queen. It was treated like a queen.
No, you snapped like a queen.
No, not like a queen. For me, Cha. Man, that was an awakening experience, isn't it?
Yep.
This is why we're doing this.
Well, what happened then?
What do you mean? What happened?
Yeah, what happened to love?
You let me down.
What happened to love?
You let me down.
You let me down.
You let me down. Like I wasn't getting it the way that I envisioned it.
Yeah.
I was vexed, man.
So was I.
Serious.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's alright.
I was vexed though.
So was I.
Sorry, man.
It's alright.
No, I was vexed, man.
Me too.
For years.
Me too.
Serious.
Yeah.
You as well. That is deep. It's deep. It's deep. It's deep. I was like,
You think what happened to the package I bought?
man, the honey done finished, innit?
Yeah.
We
Look at
picking.
it.
Aye.
Look it. Yeah.
The honey finished, man.
Mm.
The moon went.
Ketchup like.
You go in and then when you get desperate, you go to the tap and put a little water in the ketchup bottle to shake it up. Oh, that's disgusting. And put it on. You get runny ketchup, and then there comes a point.
Is wet.
The chips is wet, and then the chips is wet now.
Yeah.
That's
Wet chips love.
when you see that's the power of I want to say worldly influence from the environment. That's what it is. That's programming. It's like we were set up to fail. That's what it was. Like we made it.
Yeah. We're making it.
Making it, yeah.
Yeah.
We made
We're making
far.
it because we've had to reevaluate what love is, and for us, for the years on, love has been major sacrifices. It's been stretching, it's been pulling, it's been working out.
Now I'll be honest, it's been complete
Opposite.
So it's complete sacrifice. It's
Yeah.
been, and there is fulfillment in it. There is fulfillment in it. It's exactly what we read in the first place. That First Corinthians. It's the total opposite to what we came into marriage with. We came in with this. It's actually that. 180 degrees. I'm emphasizing this because I'm trying to relate to you.
Yeah. I'm looking at you like, really? But I know.
You know.
Yeah.
You was there.
I'm here.
Yeah, man.